Today is day 13 in the Show Up Challenge inside of Propelled to Greatness. How are you today? So, let me tell you, today we are talking about focusing on your job, your business, or your career. It's all about showing up in your career, in your job, and in your business. But before I get started with that, let me just share with you. I talked with you on yesterday about devotions, and I talked about that devotions is your spiritual life and its value. I shared with you a little bit about how I do my devotions. I have a time, and what it is basically, you're setting aside a time for you to do devotions. I'll ask you the question, do you do them? Do you even do your devotions? And I told you what was involved with them. I talked to you about prayer, about meditation, and also about singing and writing. I have those included in my devotions. It can be just one. We also talked about reading and also having gratitude in it. I share with you a little bit about what devotions is, and basically it's just a quiet time that you have with God. And so I talked also about the frequency. Basically, you should have devotions at least once a day. I do it once a day, but you can have it more than once a day. There's some cultures that have them 3 times a day: morning, evening, noon, midday. And you can also have it in the morning as well as in the evening. But I have started with just having it once a day. And then I gave you some action steps. I asked you to list what your devotions, what you would include in your devotions, your quiet time. And also, I asked you to set aside a time to do that, just to make a decision that you will do that. That was what we covered on yesterday. And I'm asking you, did you do that? And then also, we do have new members that have come into the group and are joining the challenge. So, again, today is day number 13 in the Show Up Challenge, and we are talking about your focus on your career, your job, or your business. So it also includes being focused in professional associations that you might be involved with, your role in those associations. You could be functioning and working in a committee. You can just be a committee member, or you can be a leader in a committee. You can be a team member or other activities. You can also be serving on a board, and a board of directors or a board of advisors. And so the whole purpose is to focus in any of those capacities that you are operating in. What this means is that you are your attention and your thinking is all on that one thing that you are focusing on. Whether, again, it's your career, it's your job, or it's your business. You're showing up in those areas. You are centered. You have thoughts of not what just happened or happened in the past. You have thoughts of not what's going to happen in the future, but you are totally centered on what's going on and what's happening. You're actually calm, and you know about what it is that you are supposed to do as a committee member or as an employee or either as a coach or in your career. Now, one of the things I also wanted to share with you, how you focus, is basically just being aware. You want to take interest in what it is that your job is working on, or the mission of your client, or what the vision is of the job, what you're trying to do. You are not texting, you are not posting, you are not shopping, you're not emailing, but what you are doing is just paying all attention to the routines and the activities, what's involved. What that does for you, and the reason why you do that, is because when you have clear attention, you are actually building, the reason why you're there on your job and in your business, you're building a legacy for you and for your family. You also become a better listener. And my business coach always says this statement. She talks about opportunities are all around you. And that is true. They are. You can see opportunities all around you when you are focused. So let me just tell you, I want to share with you, I am focused, and I have this little thing. I'm going to share this with you. If you all can see this, back in the day, this was a little clip where you would put messages on. You sit on your desk and you put messages on it. And I'm going to share with you some of this. I started this at the beginning of the year. I skipped the January 1st. But I wrote down what the top three things what I was going to do. And this is an example. They always say that you should have at least a top three list of things that you will do for the day, and just focus on only those three things. Of course, you may have much more time available to do other tasks, but if once you get those three things done, you'll just feel so much accomplished. You're much more motivated. Your schedule is not full and you're not overwhelmed. And so these are just examples. Here's one where I've had out, office, and home, because I operate a business. So at home, it was something I might want to do at home. I see on this one I had emptied my cell phone storage because my storage of my cell phone was really full. And I have one that I did. Here's one I have out. Out means that I'm running business errands. Office here is my task and things that I might have in my office that I was doing. And here, I'm going to show you the one that I had yesterday. This is large. I have the GB stands for gift baskets. I actually designed gift baskets. So I have some gift baskets that are going to be made. Yesterday, it was me time. And so I made that as one of my things that I was focusing on. In the bedroom, I had all these items in my bedroom that belonged in my office. So my goal was to take those things out so that my bedroom is just for its purpose, the bedroom. So those are an example of what I do. I focus on top three things. And I suggest that you do the same thing. Just focus on the top three things that you are to get accomplished. This can be in your own personal life, but today, really talking about your job, your career, and your business. So your action step is to come up with a list of top three that you are going to focus on as it relates to your job or your business. And then what I really want you to do is keep in mind why you're there. Why you are there. Focus on and pay attention to your legacy, the reason why you are serving. Your ultimate reason is your legacy. You want to be present and be there. You'll get so much more done. You and your clients will be a lot happier because they can see how you're giving so much attention to them. So let me see. Oh, here's another thing I wanted to tell you. Two other things I wanted to share with you. So one way to help you focus is also you can create your own challenge. This is a challenge that I created. I shared with you many times before. I created this challenge in September 2017. And I did it because I wanted to help myself come live. I just not want to go live, but I've been going live here a lot. Of course, in this challenge, but I've gone live, but it's been sporadic. So with this challenge, it's nonstop, it's always, it's constant, it's every day minimum going live and also doing video. So that's what my focus was. I created a challenge. So you can create a challenge. And your challenge for you could just be to focus on one thing or to create a challenge just for yourself in your area or your growth that you want to grow in. Also, you're educating yourself. And you can educate yourself on your project or your task that you are working on. I'll tell you, when I have served my clients, I really am paying attention to what it is that their mission and what their goal is. And I become a part of their team. They see that and they can appreciate that with you. My wish for you today is that you show up and that this show up challenge is beneficial to you and that it will cause you to grow also in your life and all other areas and aspects of your life. I will see you on tomorrow for day 14. Today is 13 in the show up challenge. Take care now. Bye.